Hi, this video is going to take you through auditing marking, how to set up auditing marking on an exam, how to assign auditors and send attempts for auditing, how internal reviews work, and suggestions of when to use the auditing role, and then also how to mark an attempt as an auditor. So, same as any other roles, make sure you're on exam and marking and that you've enabled auditing and that you have at least one user in the list or a shared group with users in it. Now, similar to backreading and not similar to other marking roles is the auditing markers cannot be assigned in an automatic way. They're designed to be done manually. You're probably not going to send all attempts for auditing. So you select the attempts that you want and you assign the auditor, and that sends them for auditing. Now, the way auditing works is same steps as usual marking. They've gone through provisional, they've gone through moderating. Then the difference with auditing from backreading is you can do the internal reviews after an attempt is finalised, but importantly, the auditing markers inputs do not affect the now final score or the overall. If you want someone to do that, you need to do backreading and you need to do that before they're finalised and locked away. So the purpose of auditing is to do those internal reviews. You can see this as a way of adding extra information or marks after an exam's done. Perhaps the results get queried and you need to add in an extra set of marks. Perhaps you've got a marker who you're not sure if they've been marking effectively, that you want to audit all of their marks that they've awarded, and that's what that role is for. All right, so having a look here, we've got one set up. It doesn't matter what state they're in. If the auditing marker does their audit before an attempt has finished provisionals or anything else, they still have no impact on the overall attempt. So let's find one that would be good and eligible for auditing. I think any of the finalised ones would be absolutely fine. We actually already have one assigned here that we'll have a look at. Let's select this one. So I'm going to assign a marker here. I'm going to select from this list and I'm going to apply the changes. And that's that attempt now sent for auditing. In an incognito window where I'm logged in as the auditing marker, if I just give this a refresh and go onto my open, all these attempts have been sent to me. You can configure auditing markers to mark blind. We found this tends not to be very common in marking processes, but it's completely up to you. So if we select one that's not in progress, let's do this one, which is Jessica's. And they've actually not started yet, so you'll see there's nothing for them to edit. To start this, they have to trigger the internal review with this button. And this is going to open up a marking session for them to input their marks. So they can see exactly what happened on this attempt, who was the source of final marks. You can see a big disparity between the provisionals. Perhaps that's why this one's been flagged. And we can go through and add our own audit in. We can't leave suggested feedback, but we can leave some internal notes. I'm going to leave as it is for now. And we're doing that on a per question level, not on a per attempt level. So maybe I'm happy with the other one. All right, so that'll have moved into my completed now. That was Jessica's attempt. If I just grab that ID, go back to my attempt management table, and I can search for it from here. Lovely, so we can see the auditing is complete. If I go and view this as an admin now, you can see this auditor, Lacey, they did do an internal review. You're highlighted to this as an admin. So if you're looking at lots of ones that have been audited and you know Tom was still the final source of the marks there.